because they weren't a little bit stronger?
No, I think these are strong figures. I mean, employment, growth and exports are all going in the right direction. And that's the sign of an economy that's recovering after a collapse. I think what's significant here, even though there is a lot of variety from quarterly figures from one quarter to the next, what's significant here is that our major trading partners are coming out of recession, Britain and the US in particular, and that's reflected in the figures. So these are good figures. The economy is growing again. And more importantly, I think as both the Taoiseach and the Taoiseach said over the last few days, 45,000 net new jobs have been created in the private sector in the last 15 months. We're going in the right direction, and we've got to continue with that momentum to make sure we provide opportunities for people.
Minister Quinn, given that your own department is a big spender and we're coming up to a budget, are you heartened by these figures?
Of course I am, but it's another brick in the wall, so to speak. It's another step back to recovery, but we've a long way yet to travel. But at least now we know that we're going in the right direction, we're getting the right kinds of results, but it doesn't mean that we can relax so that we can sort of start celebrating. We're halfway through our term of office. Nobody would have predicted 30 months ago on the 11th of March that we'd be in this place within such a short period of time. We're the only country that's doing it. We're the country that will be the first out of the daylight. It is very difficult. Everybody in this country is hurting. We're acutely aware of it. I'm aware of it in the education space. And we want to accelerate that as quickly as we can, but we don't want to jeopardise it.
Minister, these figures do put the budget target back towards the 3.1 billion rather than maybe down around the 2.5 billion.
Well, it's one set of figures as far as I'm concerned, but one of the big spending departments, as you know, about 8,000 million in terms of current account. We won't have our baseline figures available until the last week in September, and that's pretty much the case for most of the government departments. And what the Cabinet decided yesterday was that when we have those firm figures, and I heard Michael Noonan confirm it in one of the radio interviews, we'll then look at what the baseline figures are, and we'll have crystallised at that stage just what the scale of the gap is between where we are and what we have to do.